some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going...
Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short and will have a big fourth down coming. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He'll take it himself. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He's going to keep it. There he goes. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the read. Keeps it. Running to Green. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's play. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Picked off to stop the threat.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains this discipline, not much doing on that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking left. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Rides the back. Keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Old. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jake. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
On the direct snap, it's Clay. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. On the ride. He'll take it himself. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
What an opportunity here if you're on offense, right? After the great kick return, you're already down here in the red zone. It's third down now. You've got to be able to come away with a touchdown. This field position is too good to only settle for 3 points.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. He's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneak gets it done.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll pitch it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Proctor. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's going to keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Gonna let it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Complete in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throws it back. He's going to run it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Working the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to...
There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Proctor. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Keeps it. Creates a little space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wolverines are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by just 2 to San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering.